Okay, I may have lied. There is someone else other than Lani that is really actually not talked about this time, and that's Major Wheeler, otherwise known as Vert's dad. This video will try to explain Major Wheeler, and without further ado, let's go. Major Wheeler, father of Vert Wheeler. In their very first interaction, we see that Major Wheeler is a military man, a man of duty. Whenever his squadron ships out, he has to go out as well because that is his duty. To protect the country, to serve his country. And he ships out often, missing quality time with his family because it's his duty to serve that country. This parallels real life. In most instances, we have a working father who may not want to work but has to provide for his family, in which he has to compromise that time with his family to do that. Or when fathers ship out for so long that their babies don't even know who their dad is. This is what Major Wheeler has to balance out, and in this infamous dialogue scene we see it. Maybe Major Wheeler regrets not spending time with his family because they are important to him, but they are not more important than his duty to protect the nation from other threats, because protecting the nation will protect his family and who he loves. So Major Wheeler wishes he could spend time with his family, but he knows he can't. He's a good person, but he can't be at two places at once. And so that's why he chooses his duty, because it protects his family, both of which are the uttermost importance to him. Maybe Vert doesn't see it. I think we've all gone through the phase where we've taken our parents for granted, where we're angry at our parents for grounding us because we are spoiled little brats. Similar to how Vert was going way in over his head at the start of World Race, not appreciating his father for who he really is. Major Wheeler's duty in the AcceleRacers is to stop the drones. Obviously he may know that Vert is racing in the realms, which is why he warns Vert to quit what he's doing. This not only shows that his duty is to not only work for the Silencers, obtain the Wheel of Power and stop the drones, but it's also to be a father. He has to protect his child while protecting the nation. He knows that the realms are dangerous. He knows that Vert may suck at driving currently, which is why he doesn't want him to get killed in the realms. That is his duty, which is what Vert brings up. But this changes. This changes when Vert goes back to race in the realms and when Galorum takes over the Acceledrome. She goes into the ultimate race, and what happens? Vert has to race to stop Galorum, and yet he's stuck. Major Wheeler could easily slip into the track and race Galorum himself, but what does he do? He remembers what Vert said to him. What if someone could do the mission better than you? What would your duty be then? And so despite the dangers of the realm, despite his duty to be a father, he clears the path for Vert, his son, because he believes in his son like a father should. His son is a better driver than him, and so he's more suited for the ultimate race than Major Wheeler. Major Wheeler's duty changes from doing what the Silencers want and stopping the drones to helping Vert stop the drones. Because Vert can do the mission better than him. Because he knows from the world race that Vert has the courage to do the right thing. But why is Vert better than him? It's because the Silencers are militarized drivers. In each and every realm they rely on each other, their manipulation and their weapons to win the realms. If Major Wheeler went in by himself, he doesn't have the element of surprise nor any help, and with that he doesn't have the individual talent of the Metal Maniacs nor the Teku, because he's a military driver, while the other drivers are street racers. Street racers rely on their own skill, and I think that's the reason why the Silencers always raced in groups and relied on their technology, because individually our drivers are better than the individual Silencer drivers. And let's not forget something. Major Wheeler shipped out just before Vert was selected in the world race, and not only that, he also knew the location of Tesla's cube. These are all decent indicators that Wheeler knew about the realms and was a Silencer all along. Maybe it even foreshadows it, so why didn't he tell Vert earlier? Major Wheeler's wife also told him to be careful when he shipped out. Could it be that she knew Wheeler was going into a different dimension, testing it out every time he went out? He is a Silencer that worked with Tesla, after all. But he has to keep this a secret from his son, to protect him, much like a superhero. He could be a target, his family could be a target for the government and the drones. It's also not a coincidence that his Silencer key is seen in his briefcase. This could be an indication that maybe if Vert looked a little closer, maybe if he put the puzzles of the piece together, he would not be surprised that his father is a Silencer. That is the theme of the Silencers after all, being hidden in plain view. It's also not a coincidence that both the Wheelers visit their residence when there is a break between the realms. And so Major Wheeler keeps his father facade. When there's an indication that he could be a Silencer, he always grounds Vert to the reality that he is just a dad by grounding him. Because that's what a father would do. and that is Major Wheeler's duty.